All right, you guys, we are back at it. Why is it so bright? You can turn some type of light down here. Wow. Can I? Oh, okay. You got it. We are back at it again with another fresh one. Okay. This is pre-quarantine. Okay. Hold on. Have you ever got a cut before the quarantine? No. No. Did you get your hair cut? Like, has it been like this whole? Oh yeah? Well, Mom's has cut his hair once during the quarantine, but he still needs a haircut though. Regardless, he still needs a haircut. We're gonna give him a crop top, fade. Stay tuned. Intro now available on iTunes and Google Play.
HustleDreamProduction.
Alright you guys, so before you start cutting, what I'm going to do is I'm going to part the hair at the parietal ridge. This is the area between the top and the sides. So I'm just parting it in that area and bringing down the rest of the hair on the sides, putting in my duck clips. So right now I'm gonna debulk. I got my 3-guard open using my Andis cordless masters, and I'm actually debulking and setting the shape of the blend to my client's head. I'm gonna drop it in the back. I don't want to set this like a regular fade and just go straight back. I'm gonna drop it a little bit in the back because I still want some of that bulk, and using my comb just to feed that hair in so everything is at that correct length, and also so I don't go too high. So now that I'm done debulking, you basically can see the shape that I put in. I'm gonna put my bald line in using my Babyless red skeleton, and I'm just gonna set the bald line in exactly how that top looks. So I'm just gonna keep this fade low. The reason why I'm keeping it low is because my client has like blonde hair, so it's gonna be hard to see the transition of the blend. So this leaves room for a lot of transition to be visible when you drop it this low. Now with the lever open, I'm going up about a 1/2 inch, and I'm gonna keep that width all the way around. Now putting on the 1-guard open, I'm going up, same thing, same width, about a 1/2 inch, keeping that consistent all the way around. Now using clipper over comb technique, I'm going to use my comb at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to cut off whatever that sticks out. I'm going to go around looking at the shape, But this is ultimately just a rough draft just to knock off that bulk so I could go on to the next step. So with the 2-guard open, I'm gonna scoop out, but when I scoop out, I'm basically looking at that top of the area where I clip over comb. There's a line up there, and I'm basically flicking and scooping out to that line. I need some of that bulk at the top still, so the hair at the top can lay on the sides. Now going back with the 1-guard open, I'm just cleaning up that area between the 1 and the 2. Using the 0-guard with the lever closed, in a flick out motion, flick out that middle line. Remember to start below the line and flick to the line. So now we're going to take out that bottom line as easy as possible. So the first step I'm going to use is I'm going to set the lever halfway, and I'm going to basically go up about a centimeter, like not even that much. Like don't go all the way up, about half of what you did when you set in that lever open. Now with the lever fully closed in a flick out motion, flick out that bottom line. So after you're done with all of that, you're setting your guidelines, you took them out. The next thing you want to do is do some detail work. Use, the mirror as much as possible to see them dark spots. It's going to be quite difficult to try to see with this blonde hair, but just do the best you can. Remember that everything is not against the grain going straight up and down. Sometimes you're going to have to go side to side like I'm doing right now. So next step I'm going to do is take out these duck clips and basically saturate my client's hair with water. So right now I'm going to section off the hair, starting with the bangs first. I'm going to pull the bangs forward, and everything else I'm going to pull to the side. So right now I'm gonna pull back everything and only bring forward a little bit at a time. I'm gonna clipper over comb everything that's hanging over, and I'm gonna do this all around the head. So my client wanted an inch off the top, so I'm going to start with the front of the hair. I'm going to cut off about an inch, and I'm going to use a piece of that as a traveling guideline and work my way back so everything is even. So after that, I'm going to lay back down the hair, and I'm going to use my thinning shears and just basically cross cut, and this is just going to add some texture to the hair. That way when you mess it up, it gives it that crop top look. So after laying everything down, I'm going to use my styling comb and I'm going to blow dry and style in the direction that I want the hair to go in. So now I'm putting some texture powder in my client's hair. This is gonna add some, just some texture to it, make it stiff, make it stand up a little bit, kind of make it to where, it's a dry gel type of feeling. So I'm gonna put this in and spray some hairspray in it just to lock it in place. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in the full 360, and they come out looking like bam. YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother. He does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below as well. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. My Snapchat is Jeezy360 and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here. Chip.